Well, hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to the call today. My name is Doug Mainers. I'm Director of Member Relations and Training with Connected Investors. On behalf of Ross Hamilton, our CEO, I want to welcome you to the call today. Guys, I'm super excited. Pinpoint Profits is blowing up. I tell you, some people are so excited about Pinpoint Profits, getting deals done, getting properties under contract. It's really super exciting. So, guys, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about all the real estate, really flip, all the different avenues that you have to be successful with Connected Investors, guys, is really, really exciting. And you joined the call today. You are interested in wholesaling. Maybe you're a wholesaler yourself, or maybe you're a fix and flipper who wants to find out how to get these deals like these wholesalers do. Or maybe you are a buy and hold that wants to go ahead and get access to these deals and be able to buy and hold them and get them at a great deal. So whatever your reason to be here, we're glad that you're here. Glad you're part of Connected Investors, and we're excited that you're on the call today. So thanks for joining us. What we do on this call is a residential wholesale training. So we walk through and talk about different wholesaling aspects. We pick a different topic every week. These are typically recorded, so I can get your recording if you're interested at some point. If you ever miss one of these calls, you're welcome to reach out to me. And a lot of times I'll have recordings for these as well. So again, thanks for joining us. We're glad that you're here. What is our topic for tonight? Well, it's a really important topic. One thing that you got to think about, if you have access to our products, whatever that may be, you're getting access to deals, right? You're getting access to deals. You're learning how to find deals. You're going and pinpointing deals, whatever the case may be. You get something under contract. You want to wholesale it. Now what? That's what we're going to talk about today. What do you do with that wholesale deal? So today's training, the agenda for today is simply easy. It's how to sell your wholesale deal, how to sell your wholesale deal using Connected Investors. Okay, so that's really our focus for today, is what to do when you get that wholesale deal. How do you go ahead and work that up, get it sold? Very important piece right here. So again, now that you have access to all the data, you have access to the deals, you're meeting with that seller, you're putting it under contract, you're going through the things that we've talked about on making the offer, putting in the contingency so you can get out of the contract if needed, maybe a due diligence period, whatever it is. Now you're ready to move forward and sell that property, make some quick money, maybe $5 grand, 10 grand, whatever it is on a wholesale deal. Now you're ready to do that. So how are we going to go about selling that? And that's where I want to show you how you use Connected Investors to get that wholesale deal sold. So that's what it's all about tonight. So let's move on. Let's get in and talk about that. What you're going to do, guys, is pretty simple. One thing you have to do, first of all, is you have to get the word out that you are a wholesaler. You have to build your profile with a purpose to let people know that you have property. So you can use your professional profile to give you credibility, to let people know you're part of a nationwide real estate investing group, to let people know that you're a wholesaler. You can use your profile for that. So one thing that you want to do is you want to build your profile with a purpose, and you want to let people know that you have property. So how do you do that? Well, there's an edit button right here that allows you to edit your profile. When you click that edit button, right here in the center, you're going to see, I'm just going to put HV for help video. There's a help video right there in an orange tab that's just 8 minutes long, and Ross Hamilton, our CEO, he walks you through how to set up your professional profile, how to get it looking. And what you're going to want to do is up here in the area, it's going to say wholesaler. You can put it right up here in your virtual business card. You can also put something about wholesaling properties in your bio. You can even put something up here in your slogan to say, we have deals. We are your source for wholesale properties. Whatever you want to say, you can use your profile as your advertising space to let people know that you're a wholesaler, right? That's a great way to let people in on the fact that you are a wholesaler and that you can have properties for them and provide them property. So make sure you set up your profile. Make sure you go ahead and make that available so that you know exactly what you're doing in terms of people. When they come by your profile, they know what you're all about. By the way, you have a link right here that allows you to use your profile page. You can give out your link to your profile page where people can come in and see that you're part of a nationwide real estate investing group. So that's powerful to have that kind of leverage. If you're brand new, you have zero credibility in your market, this is a great way to let people know, hey, I'm part of a nationwide real estate investment group. and you can give them a link to your profile, have them come check out your professional profile, and they'll see that you're a wholesaler, see that you mean business. So that's just a tip for you to go ahead and get your profile set up, get it up and running. Now, that being said, how do we build a buyer's list? How do we get buyers coming by to look at our property? Well, one thing that you're going to do, guys, with the cash buyers is you're going to go ahead, and here are a few suggestions. You're going to want to list your property for sale in the marketplace, and buyers will contact you. You can list our marketplace is, man, it's getting better and better as more and more people are starting to put the deals they're finding. They're pinpointing these deals, then they're posting them in the marketplace. Man, it's getting exciting in there. So our buyers are individuals, maybe they don't have access to our apps. Maybe they just are free members, but they're buyers. They just cruise in there and they see what properties are available in their area. The other thing that's nice about this is we blast out this property. When you list it in the marketplace, we literally blast it out to all the members that follow that area, okay? So let's go over real quick to the actual Connected Investors platform. And let me just show you real quick how to go about getting your property listed in the marketplace. While I'm right here on my profile page, I'll just show you real quick what I meant about the edit button. Right here's that edit button I was talking about. So you're going to click that to edit your profile. So when you click that, you notice as it opens up, there's a help video right here that's going to help you go ahead and set up your profile. So you let people know you're a wholesaler. So when you click the help video, it drops down. You can play that. Ross does a fantastic job of walking you through that 8-minute help video. So just make sure you click update profile, save as you go. Make sure if you start updating your profile, you don't lose things, right? So make sure you update as you go. Okay, so now we're talking about listing your property in the marketplace. What you're going to do is you're going to come over here. Here's the marketplace right up in here on the left-hand side. You're simply going to click on marketplace, and then you're going to click right here where it says list property. That's how you list your property in our marketplace. So if you want to wholesale a deal, that's the first thing you want to do is list that property in the marketplace. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to click on list property, and it comes up and asks you for a street address, okay? So I'm just going to pull up an address of a property here. I'll pick a single family home. Now, what you're doing here is you're actually going ahead and deciding what type of status are you in that property, okay? So your role, you're clicking your role. What are you? Are you the owner? Have you actually purchased and closed on it? Are you the contract holder? Are you just a property locator, which means you don't have it under contract? Are you an agent, a broker, a partner, owner broker, owner agent, asset manager, right? In your case, if you are a wholesaler, generally, you're going to be selecting the contract holder role, okay? That's going to be your role. You have it under contract. So you click contract holder, and then you put in your price. I don't know, whatever you want to call, I'll just say to keep things easy, 100,000, okay? And then you're simply going to click continue. Well, once you do that, it's going to pull up and it's going to show our system automatically pulls in data and pictures of the property. So here's a pic of the property. It actually has that picture, and look at this. It's already got the market value in it, depending on condition. It's got the property type, the year built, bedrooms, bath, acreage, square footage. It's got, various things. So we do this for you. We pull in a lot of this data for you to make it easier. It's got the tax value, the ARV. This is all, look at this. It's all done for you. And so I love the fact this is all pre-done. And so now what you can do, and you may not like that picture. It may be an old picture, maybe the correct picture, whatever the case may be, but you're going to go in and you can edit that property. So you can go in and add more pictures if you want to. You could take off this picture and add in a fresh picture. You could take out the highlights and add whatever highlights you want to add in here about the property. Let people know, hey, $20,000 profit potential or $40,000 profit potential. Phenomenal, here's your fix and flip opportunity, right? If you're a wholesaler, you're marketing it that way. You could add your team, whatever documents you have. If you have some documents on the property, you can add that right there. Maybe you have a survey or an appraisal or BPO. a broker price opinion or something like that. You can do that. You could come down here and edit the property information. You can edit all this property description. So you can come in and edit all of this. You may not want to keep this. You may want to change it up and talk about the property. You know, excellent opportunity for a fix or flipper or buy and hold to grab this property and put a tenant in it or whatever the case may be. Your location, your zoning, the financing options, obviously here. You can go in and talk about, you know, is the property needed repairs? Yes, right? You can click yes. Explain what needs to be done. You can talk about what repairs are needed right here. Is it property zoned for anything? Is it rents? Talk about the rents. Can the cost be decreased? You know, whatever the case may be. Your tax value is already built in. It's giving you an ARV. You can always change that. Links to the Zillow appraisals and things are built right in. Your rehab costs, you could come in and say, hey, that's a median rehab, and put in your estimated rehab costs, you know, right in these blocks right here. You know, it's going to be 12,000 to maybe, you know, 20,000 or whatever you want to say there. You can get into the tax insurance. You can get into the potential profit. There's a fix and flip. Hey, it's got a $20,000 to $30,000, you know, profit potential, right? Or whatever the case may be. So guys, once you've done all that, you're simply going to click Save Property right up here. One thing I'm going to show you before you click Save Property, you must check this box right here. Occasionally our tech team will put somebody, you know, we got the help button down here in the lower right-hand corner, right? The help button down here, our tech team. One thing that they get a lot is they get people saying, well, hey, my listing won't post. And why is it? Well, they forgot to acknowledge right here, they know you're authorized to post this listing, right? And that you, to the best of your knowledge, the information. So make sure you do that. Decide who you want to see it. You want to make it public. You want to have a level, just a level 2 member see it, or whatever, however you want to do it. Generally, I like to make it public. And then you post it. You just click Save Property. Right here. Once you've done that, and it will literally pop in here. By the way, there's a help video here as well, just FYI. And what it's going to do, it immediately lists that property in the marketplace. Once it's listed in the marketplace, guys, it allows you, we're going to blast that out to every one of our members, and they're going to get a notification that that property just came. They're going to get an email. They're going to get an email, and they're going to get a notification right here. See right there where it has that little number two up there? That is where they'll get notified. For instance, I just got notified the other day there was a new property for me in one of the areas that I follow. Well, they're going to get a notification just like that. They're going to get an email, and it's going to notify on Connected Investors that your property is listed, right? So this is where they get those notifications. We blast that out for you, and we handle that for you. So you want to get that property listed in the marketplace, get it out there and by the way, if somebody searches for single family homes or whatever type of property is in your area, it's going to pop up on that search as well. Even if they don't live in that area, it's going to pop up in that search and let them know that your property is available there, okay? So step one is we're going to go ahead and list that property for sale, okay? What is step two? Well, step two, real quick, you want to post in discussion in the community that requesting cash buyers in a particular area, and that they can reach out to those that respond. So you can actually post in a discussion. You can post in a discussion feed that you have properties available. Now, one thing that's kind of cool with our discussions, you can do it a couple ways. You can put it in there and then say that you are. You can even post your property you just listed in there. So let me show you how this works. You're going to click right up here where it says community. If you want to take an extra step here and really get your property out there and take an extra initiative, this is what, you don't have to do this. You just post it in the marketplace and be done with it. But if you want to take a little extra initiative, you can actually post a discussion about your property or about yourself, that you're a wholesaler, right? This is a tip right here. So I click on discussions. It opens up the discussion page. All right, hit on the wrong thing. Here we go. Discussions, and it opens up the discussion page where you can go ahead and post in here that you are a wholesaler, that you have properties available for individuals to be able to access, okay? So here it is right here. So what you're able to do is right here, you can click on, what do you need? And you can talk about yourself as a wholesaler in here, right? Or you could talk about your property. Notice right here, there's a tab that says add property. And I didn't list that property I just had up in the marketplace, but if I had listed it, I could click add property and just link a picture of that property right into my post. And then I could come up top here and, and talk about how that right up here and say, attention, fix and flip investors, right? And then you could say something like, whatever you want to say, $20,000 to $30,000 profit potential, right? If you want to talk about your particular property, and then you can have a picture in there to have a link to your property page. When you add that property, you could talk more about the property, in this area right here. You can talk more about the property here. If you don't want to add a property, or maybe you don't have a property to add right now, you're just a wholesaler, maybe you don't have anything under contract. If you don't have anything under contract in your wholesale, you probably need to get Pinpoint Profits, okay? That's the program you need, because that's going to literally give you the ability to have immediate access to vacant homes, out-of-town owners, pre-foreclosures, those kind of things. Or you want to be able to, do that. So needless to say, that's a great program to help you, but you can just talk about yourself. You could say something like, maybe something like, looking for, wholesale deals, right? Something like that, looking for wholesale deals. I have them in the such and such a area, right? So you get the idea. You can post that. It's blasted out. It's available right there for everybody to see it. That it follows that area. You select the area you want it to post in, and all the investors that follow that area are going to get that in their feed for their discussion. In fact, it's nationwide, but it definitely show up there. So guys, this is just another tool, a way to get your property out there in front of people, or you get yourself out there in front of people and allow them to see what you're all about, okay? So there's 2 tips for you. List your property for sale in the marketplace. Buyers will contact you. If you want to take it a step further, post a discussion in the community requesting cash buyers in a particular area. Let them know that you have deals in their area, right? Or put your deal in the discussion. If you already have one under contract, list it in the marketplace and then add it to a discussion feed, and it'll show up there for people to come by and make you an offer or see it. It gives you even more visibility. And step three on getting your deal sold, step number 3, this is using connected investors. Your step 3, you can search for members in the community, right? The community members area by strategy. If you can search for members in the area that you're looking to wholesale deals that are fix and flip or buy and hold member, they are as more than likely your buyers. Those are your potential buyers, is those areas. So you can search the community in the members area for people that are buy and hold, for members that are buy and hold or fix and flip. So again, we're talking about ways to take it to another level. If you want to get that property sold fast, you can be even more aggressive than just listing it in the marketplace. Take advantage of what you have with the connected investor platform. So let me go over and show you what I'm talking about. We're going to go back in here to the community right here. But this time, instead of going to a discussion, we're going to go to the members area, which is located right here, the members area. See right there? And you're going to click in there, and it's going to take you right in where you can look at the members in a particular area. So once I click there, I'm in the member area. I could say, okay, I'm interested in members in the Wilmington, North Carolina area, and I want to search the strategy fix and flip, because those are going to be my cash buyers. Those are going to be the individuals who are looking for deals, right? So you can actually seek them out, and you're able to go ahead and reach out to them. And let me show you. So you fix and flip, you hit search, and now what it's doing, it's pulling in every member that follows the Wilmington area that are fix and flip. Now, one thing you're probably going to notice pretty quickly here as I scroll down is ultimately, you're going to start seeing people here that don't live in Wilmington, right? You're going to see people here that start living in other states and other cities, but they follow the Wilmington area. So as I scroll down, I go on to page 2, and you're going to see here, Winston-Salem, Raleigh, New Jersey, right? You see they're coming in, they're Miami, Florida. These are investors that live in other areas, but they're interested in the Wilmington market. And so that's a way for you to be able to do that. So you say, okay, well, that sounds good, but how do I contact these folks? Well, what you can do is it's very, very simple. All you want to do is you want to be able to go ahead and friend them and then message them. So what you would do is right here, there's a plus sign. You're simply going to click on that plus sign. It's going to send them a friend request. When they respond to you, you're going to be able to message them and say, hey, I see you're a fix and flipper in that area, in the Wilmington area. Hey, what are you looking for? I'm always coming across deals. And you're going to be able to interact with that person. When you get a friend, when they come back with a friend request right here, they'll get a notification right here when you send them a friend request. See how it has a 1 right up here? They get a friend request, it'll put a 1 or 2 or 5 or whatever it is, but it'll put a friend request and they can go and accept you as a friend. And so that's what you want to be doing is you want to go ahead, you want to add these friends on, and then when they respond to you, you can reach out to them. Now, you say, well, I don't want to wait for them to respond to my friend request. How can I go ahead and start contacting some of these people right away? Well, let me show you. Anytime you see a member that has a little, right here, that has a little house with a number beside it, that means they have a property listed. See that right there, the little 1 right beside that gentleman, right there beside that gentleman's virtual business card. So what you want to do, you click right on that house and it takes you over to their listing. Here it is, right? You can click on it, and guess what you can do right away? You don't have to wait to be their friend. You can message them right here. So you can send them a message and say, hey, JF, I see you have a property listed in the Wilmington area. You're a fix and flip investor. By the way, I'm always coming across deals. What are you looking for? He responds back, I'm looking for single family homes that are in the $200,000 to $250,000 range, whatever. And then you can say, great, I am actually looking at a few of those deals right now. If you have Pinpoint Properties, you know exactly where to go focus, don't you? But anyway, he'll tell you that, and you just added this individual to your buyer's list. So see how you can just start building a buyer's list as a wholesaler. It's awesome to go ahead and have a buyer ready to buy while you're still looking for deals. That way, when you see a deal, you can automatically come in and be able to say, list it in the marketplace, shoot them a message. Hey, by the way, Jeff, I just listed a property in the marketplace, man. Get in there and make an offer or anybody else. I'll give you first dibs or whatever, right? And so, guys, that you can message them right away if they have a property listed. Now, if they don't have a property listed, obviously, you're not able to do that. If they don't have a property listed, you have to wait for them to accept your friend request, and then you can message them, okay? So just keep that in mind. Very, very important. So, guys, that is how easy it is to use the Connected Investor platform in order to be able to go ahead and move forward with finding cash buyers. So we blast it out for you. They come by and make you an offer, or you can take it another step, post it in a discussion in the community, or you can take it another step and search for members yourself and start building a buyer's list yourself. You don't have to do this, but man, if you want to get busy and really focus in on getting buyers for your deals, now that you've pinpointed those deals, you want to be able to get that buyer. You'll have buyers sitting there waiting on you when those deals come in. So that's just a great way to do that. Now, what else can you do? And we'll get into a few questions and answer here in just a second. What else can you do to help you with that buyer's list outside of Connected Investors? Here's a tip for you. All right, here's a tip for you. Here's one. A lot of people, it seems very obvious, but sometimes people don't realize this. But here's a tip. Have you ever seen those signs around town that says, "We buy houses"? You ever seen those, right? You may have some out there. That's okay. They make the phone ring, don't they? But as a wholesaler, typically a lot of the people that have those "We buy houses" signs are buyers. Some of them may be wholesalers, but many times they are buyers. So guess what you're able to do? Call up the sign. If I go by a sign, I'm literally picking up the phone. I'm dialing that number right on my cell. I'm saying, "Hey, man, I'm Doug. How you doing? hey, I see you're buying houses. Is that right? Are you a buyer? Are you a fix and flipper? What do you do? What's your exit strategy? I want to kind of know. Are they a wholesaler, fix and flipper, what? Oh, man, I'm a fix and flipper. I'm looking for deals. Great. Hey, by the way, if I come across a great deal, would you be interested? Yeah, man, I would absolutely be interested. Hey, by the way, do you have any deals that you sometimes just aren't going to fix and flip? You just want to wholesale. You just want to get rid of them? Yeah, man, I come across one occasion. Great. I think I may have a buyer for some of those deals. So you can not only sell him deals or her deals, you might be able to flip some of their deals to your buyers. So just to keep that in mind, that's just a tip. A lot of investors don't think about calling those signs, but a lot of those people are cash buyers. Some of them are not. Some of them are wholesalers. That's okay too, because you might could co-wholesale something or flip it over to them, making some quick bucks. Use their buyers list, right? Let them sell it. You both make some money. So that's just a tip. Another great source for buyers is your local REI, meeting, your meetup. You may have a real estate investing group right in your area that meet up once a month. That's a great place as well to meet up with people, find out who the cash buyers are, and start going ahead and getting your properties out there. Pinpoint some properties, get them under contract, go to your REI local meeting, and go ahead and get the assignments working, right? So again, these are all key things as a wholesaler that you can key on. We provide a lot of connected investors, but there's other things you can do yourself on your own. So keep that in mind. Always be asking, always be talking about it. A real estate agent, lots, hey, you ever bump into a real estate agent? Hey, who you got as an investor that's looking for? I'm always coming across deals. You got an investor that's looking for deals? Great. Hey, we might be able to do some business. And then you can work it out with them, either to pay them a commission based on how much the property's done, or let just the buyer pay them a commission as the buyer's agent. You don't have to deal with it as a wholesaler, right? So anyway, guys, there's a lot of ways to build your buyers list. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take about the next couple minutes here, we're about done, and just want to answer some questions. So if you've got a question, go ahead and drop it down in the question box. I'll be happy to answer it for you. Let me know if anything I've talked about has sparked something that you have a question about. Let me know that, and I'll be happy to do that. So I'm going to just wait just a minute. And again, I'm going to give you my email address as well. So when we're done here, if you don't want to put your question in the question box, you can always shoot me a question by email as well. But guys, you're seeing how easy it is. Guys, we make it so easy at Connected Investors. List your property in the marketplace, wait for somebody to come out and make you an offer. List your property in the marketplace and post it in a discussion. Wait for somebody to come out and make you an offer, right? Wait for somebody to respond to your discussion. Build a buyers list. Or you go another step. Search the member area for fix and flip or buy and hold members in your area. Build your own buyers list. So Connected Investors has multiple layers of ways to allow you. Do you have a website? We've got websites with Connected Investors. If you don't have them, you can reach out to me and let me know. But we have websites. Post your deal. Once you list your property in the marketplace, with one click, you can list your property on your selling website and market it outside of Connected Investors to other investors in your area. So that's just another option that you have. So, somebody's asking about buying properties that have renters. That can be good or bad. If you are a buy and hold individual, yes, you don't mind buying properties if they're good tenants and they're paying the rent on time. Yeah, why not just keep them in there, right? So absolutely. If you're a fix and flip, I don't particularly like to buy properties that have renters still in them. Obviously, I like to buy. We have to get the tenant out. We give them notice. Make sure you get a copy of the lease, those kinds of things. If you're trying to wholesale a property that's got a tenant in it, man, you need to make sure you get a copy of the lease. So when you're flipping it over to your buyer, they know what they're dealing with. Are they going to have a tenant still going to be in there for 6 months? Maybe we can offer them some payment to get out of it, or can they move out with a 30-day or 2-week notice? So these are important things. But when I'm buying and holding, I don't mind having a tenant in there if they're paying. But as a wholesaler, it's a little bit tougher to deal with. You want to make sure that you get the tenant out, or have your buyer may want the tenant out. So just find out what your buyer's desires are, and move from there. All right, who else has a question? Drop it right there in the question box. I'll be happy to answer. Is there anybody else that has a question that they posted there into the question box? Let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Anybody else? And again, I'm going to give you my email address. You can shoot a question to me. Some people don't like to ask questions on a webinar, but I won't embarrass you. All right? So anything else? Well, guys, hopefully you found out real quick how to go about finding deals, how to go about posting those deals. Because you got the pinpoints, you got different things that you can use to find deals. You've got training on how to find off-market deals. You've got a lot of resources at your disposal with Connected Investors, the Find It training, the REI Profits training. There are different ways to find these off-market deals, the Success Library, to pinpoint, really put. I mean, there's a lot of things there that you can use. So get the deal under contract, post it in the marketplace as a contract holder, and get excited because you know a payday's coming. If it's the right deal at the right price, good chance you're going to have a buyer. And then take it to another level. Do some of the tips and tricks I talked about so you can move properties even faster. Okay, that's super important. Well, hey, thanks for joining me on the call today. Here's my email address. If you've got additional questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll be happy to assist you. You can give me an email. Let me know how I can help you. Again, my name is Doug Mainers. I'm Director of Member Relations and Training with Connected Investors. Again, on behalf of Ross Hampton, our CEO, thank you for joining us on the wholesale training today. We're glad that you're here. Excited you're part of Connected Investors. Get out there, pinpoint some properties, find some deals, get them under contract, and get them into the marketplace for sale, and get excited because you're about to get paid. So have a fantastic rest of the night. Have fun with this, and let me know if you got any questions. Feel free to shoot me an email. If you need anything, I'll be happy to help you. Excellent. Thanks so much. Have a great